This is the first time you're getting a Galaxy Z Flip 7 impression and initial review from someone who actually paid for the device itself. Now, before I open this, obviously I was a little excited. I went and bought a bunch of accessories. We got this Neo case from SPIGEN. This is limited edition. I had to pre-order this, and I'll show you guys what it looks like because I'm super excited about it. I also bought some stands and some rings, and we're going to talk about these after I open this device. Okay, so this is the Z Flip 6 on the corner. This is the Z Flip 7. Ooh, okay. This color isn't like new to me. I'm familiar with it, but I love this color so much. I bought this in the S25 Plus as well, the coral red. All right. Ooh, okay. Yo, it's thin. It's actually wider. Okay, I already feel it. This is wider. This is a wider phone than the previous one. I can feel that already. Just to go through everything in the box, you know, it's the usual disappointment. You're gonna get the USB-C and you're gonna get the SIM card key, which I'll actually use. So take that. Bro, I can't see the crease at all. I can't. Guys, can you see where the crease is? Can you tell where that crease is right now? I can't see it at all. Or maybe you can kind of figure it out if you keep your eyes centered on the center. But okay, the crease is like invisible. It's actually hard to see. I can't see it. Oh yeah, there's the back cover too. Okay. Ooh. I'm already seeing a few bezels on the back. This looks so much thinner. So much thinner. I mean, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fold. I'm gonna fold it. The first fold, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. That was juicy. We gotta do it one more time. Oh, it flips open too. There's a little bit more spring here because when you pull it, it keeps going. You keep going. I mean, I'm past a quarter of the way. I'm really getting close now. Boom. Okay, not bad. It's still really smooth. And when I open it, this is where you get a little bit of spring action because when I open it, you see that, right? It did half of it itself. So you don't see that in the previous gen. But honestly, guys, look at the bezels. Putting these side to side, there's a massive difference in the size of the bezel, especially at the top. The Z Flip 6 has a much larger bezel at the top than the new Z Flip 7. It is noticeably wider, as you can tell from this. Like, look at that edge. When I line this side out, look at that edge. Look at how far it comes out. So it's definitely wider. And I think the whole purpose here is trying to make the outer display as usable as possible. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. All right. Another difference is this inside screen protector. If you look really close, the screen protector actually goes over the inner display camera. So there's no cutout for the camera for the inside screen protector. But if you look at the previous gen, the inside screen protector has a very obvious cutout for the camera. So the screen protector isn't like continuous all the way to the edge, while on the new one, I mean, there's still, you know, a pinhole design camera, but the screen protector goes all the way to the end and actually covers the camera. It's big enough to notice. It's big enough where I'm going to notice this when I'm typing things. It's going to be a lot easier to type on this versus this because this was long and narrow. This is still long and narrow, but it's wider than the Z Flip 6. I appreciate that. Now, one thing you gotta know is that this does have the EXYNOS chip, so it doesn't have the all-new Snapdragon 8 Elite like the Galaxy S25 series. It has the previous gen, not even previous gen, it has the EXYNOS 2500 Plus, which is marginally, just marginally better, and in some ways worse than the 8 Gen 3 that's in the previous generation or outgoing Z Flip 6. So the chip in here is like questionable. It's questionable. All right, it's logging me into all my accounts, so they're just going mad right now. It's just going insane. Also, there's been a change in a few of the things around the phone. First of all, the microphone is right above the power button now for audio and calls. The previous gen has a very pronounced speaker grill, but the new one, I mean, the display is a lot more of a display. There's a lot less happening at the top here, which is nice. I like that. Biggest difference that I noticed on this inner display is going to be how much wider it is than the previous display. It is a little bit taller as well. It feels like, yeah, it is a little bit taller, but you can't really tell how much taller it is, but it is wider. And you notice that, especially when you're going to go and type things, write emails and things like that, having a wider display is just such a luxury. And being able to get that in the Z Flip 6 just makes this inner display a lot more usable. It's a lot less of a compromise as compared to a regular smartphone, which I really enjoy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one down now, and we're just gonna switch over. So this top half is getting warmer, the inner display also, so that's really the only difference. That and the crease, there is barely a crease happening right now. That's maybe just because the first few folds that have happened. We're gonna have to keep folding, and we're gonna see this in the 1 month update and 3 month update, how much it changes. So definitely subscribe to stay in the loop for all of that. That's so big. It's so big. All right, like, compare it. God damn. That's sick. That's so cool. I love that. And the bezels are so tiny. I'm almost tempted to buy a screen protector for this outer display, because this is like a phone. This is a phone in and of itself. This reminds me of like the BlackBerry Passport. Like, this is basically the kind of screen or the display the BlackBerry Passport had, a big square display. And honestly, I think one thing that Samsung is going for with the Z Flip 7 is trying to make this phone a lot more usable in this format, and just like being able to use the outer display. This outer display is bigger than the Motorola outer display. We're finally getting 120 Hertz on this outer display, so everything moves a lot smoother. It feels a lot more of a flagship experience just on the cover display, so you don't always need to fold it open. And because we have a cover display, hopefully that means typing emails, typing replies via WhatsApp and Gmail is going to be a lot easier. But also, now that we have 120 Hertz and a much more improved cover display, maybe watching YouTube videos is becoming a real thing that people do on this cover display. Obviously, things like Gmail was already something that I was doing on my previous phone. Yeah, I can't do anything right now on the cover display, but using like Google Maps and things like that, I would do that on my previous phone. So you can have Google Maps on the outer display, not use as much of the phone's battery, but still be able to get to where you need to be. Now with the cover display this big, this is basically half a phone, or even more than half a phone. So you're getting a lot more. I'm gonna try downloading Multistar and see what other apps I can run on this outer display. Ooh, that flipped open. You don't have to like go all the way. It flips open. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and unlock my phone real quick. So this one, like I said, is limited edition. You can't buy it. No, I'm kidding, you can buy it, but this one I was excited for, because I saw this case for the S25 and I was immediately like, can I get it for their phone? Oh, please. All right, look at that. You guys see that? Yes, sir. It's transparent tech. Okay, so look at that. So this is the cover for the hinge. I don't really care for this too much. It's all right. It is what it is. It might get in the way of the display. That's gonna be annoying. That's gonna be kind of annoying. And all right, so we got a bunch of wallpaper options. All right, don't really care about that all that much. Widgets, can I add? All right. Oh, okay, here we go. So multi-window for all apps, allowed apps allowed on cover screen. We're gonna add this, turn this on, get multi-star. So we're gonna add all of these, get multi-star. And this multi-star essentially is gonna allow you to use almost any app. And it is a good lock app, so it is from Samsung. It's not like a third-party service. So I can add that. Now I can add literally any app that I have to the cover display and use it on the cover display. Now it doesn't mean it's going to be optimized for the cover display, but I'm going to see, mainly I want to see how YouTube works on the cover display. Is it like for real now? Is it like for real? That's what I'm interested in. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and add YouTube, Netflix. Let's go ahead. Chrome and Drive. What else do I use? Oh, I'd use Discord on the cover display for sure. Outlook, YouTube Music for sure. What else do I want? Messages, absolutely. Although messages also already come in through notifications. Don't really need that there. Calculator, yeah, give me that. I don't need my files. I don't need my notes. That's pretty good. No! Oh, no! What the hell is that? Guys, you realize this whole thing down here, this whole area where nothing is happening is screen area. Like you see all of that? You see all of this? Blacked out. Just blacked out through and through. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? There's no way to increase it. No, so this is... Oh my goodness, I'm annoyed. I'm a little annoyed there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way. I'm gonna find a way to kind of push this all the way through. I mean, this is nice if you're actually serious about watching something and you don't want your camera bumps to get in the way, but... And the display looks great as well. The animations are great. The display looks beautiful. It's vibrant. The 120 hertz are obviously there. Like now things are far more smoother, even in video, and also in the animations, just moving things around. Everything is a lot more faster. So, you know, and it's a lot more easier to navigate as well, just because it's so much bigger. Like, yeah, it's a usable outer display. It's a lot more functional, and this is going to be so cool for so many different reasons. Like I'm just using it here on YouTube. But the fact that you lost that bottom half, is it in maps too? Yeah. So all the apps are just cutting out the bottom half. New apps and light. Okay, I don't give a damn. Okay. There's just no way I can yeah, there's just no way I can push that out. At least not for now. I'm gonna figure out a way. We're gonna figure this out. But where are we at? One of the things I'm gonna do in the next video is come up with a way to use the outer display apps with the entire outer display. It's going to be the, you know, the hack video. So it's going to be the top 5 features of the Z Flip 7. If you want to be around for that, definitely smash the subscribe button. But I'm just putting this case on. Now, this top half is going to be, there's an adhesive. So it is going to get stuck with the adhesive and kind of stick on. You can kind of see it there and there. It's all on the sides. But it doesn't, it's not covering any part of the display, so the display is safe. It is raised enough so that the camera bumps are protected. If I ever do put it down like this or drop it down like this, the camera bumps are going to remain protected. So there's a lip all the way around it. A little bit of an annoying lip, but I'm going to go ahead and put the back on, and that's it. So that's the case. That's the back now. With the case on, it looks pretty sick. I like how it looks. It makes the phone a little bit easier to hold, and that's with, oh, I don't like that. Although when you do flip it open, the back, okay, it doesn't even matter. The only time you can actually use this is when the phone, yeah, is flipped closed. If it's flipped open, that outer display isn't going to work, and you just have this extra little bit of grip thing here to work on your phone like that. Okay, not horrible. And you're getting a protected hinge. All right, pretty cool. And this final accessory that I haven't been able to show you guys is a stand I bought, the Kuyun stand. I'm gonna use my phone as a Pomodoro timer, or just a timer as its own thing, so that, you know, when I'm studying at a desk, I can like time out my 20-minute studying sessions and things like that. And I thought that maybe having a stand, like a dedicated stand, this is also a rechargeable stand, but I bought this from, okay. Yeah. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. So now it's like this tiny little stand where I can have like a timer on this and just have this while I'm studying. Timer goes, I can see and just kind of interact with it. Instead of it being on the ground, now it just looks a little bit more classy on its own little stand here. And I can also charge it here as well. So pretty cool. This is linked down below. This case, the SPIGEN Zero, is also linked down below as well. You're gonna have to like pre-order it, by the way. And I'll also add these links in that as well. So yeah, that's the first impressions. It's so thin. It's so thin. I like it. I'm mixing up my words, guys. this video was random. Like there was no like massive amount of preparation, but I'm kind of happy to finally be able to let go of the Z Flip 6. Not that it was a bad phone, it was just trash. Because yeah, there were a lot of trips that I had to take to U-Break iFix to get this fixed a lot. I'm hoping the same is not happen with I'm hoping the same situation doesn't happen with the Z Flip 6 or Z Flip 7. I'm so excited to use the outer display so much more often now. Look how big it is. Look how big this outer display is, man. It's massive. It's huge. This is gonna be so much fun. But yeah, those are my initial impressions. Some accessories I purchased. By the way, in case you were wondering, I can do that now. You can't do that with your phone, can you? You can't do that with your phone. Until next time, take it easy. Peace. Ow.